Hello everyone, this is TCG Games GL, and today I bring to you, first time on the channel, a Pokemon deck. My channel specifically focuses on Gundam and Lorcana, especially Lorcana, but recently I've been making Pokemon decks. This is a concept, so the deck is not finished yet. It's missing some things I don't have. Since I've kind of just been getting into Pokemon recently, I might not have everything that I need yet. Okay, so I was looking over this card called Mega Abomasnow EX, okay, and I looked at it, and I looked at its first attack, and it does discard the top 6 cards of your deck, and this attack does 100 damage for each basic energy. Okay, so you stack your deck if you can, and then you deal 200, 300, or 400 damage, hopefully. Right, you're hoping to hit 4 energy. And its next attack actually isn't terrible because it takes 30 less damage. But it's mainly that first attack, right? So, and when I saw this card and I looked up some decks online and to see if anything had any merit to it, and there was a few decks that placed, at a regional or at a smaller events. I was like, how can I make this deck any better? And I found a combination, okay? And I'll show you. So the thing is, this discards the top 6 cards. Doesn't matter if it's energy, doesn't matter what it is, it's hitting your discard. It's like, well, why? What can benefit from it? So let me show you. So we have our 4 Mega Abomasnows, and we have our 4 Snovers. Okay. And then the deck also features a Kyogre, because his first attack of Riptide attack does 20 damage for each basic water energy in your discard. Then it shuffles it back. That's important, right? Shuffles things back so you can do it again, right? You may run out of energy. It's possible, okay? So this is like your basic package, okay, of what the deck normally has. But I wanted to mix it with something else. And I remembered a while back, maybe a year and a half ago, a card called Kofu. Remember this guy? He's a supporter. Okay? He says put 2 cards from your hand on the bottom of your deck in any order. If you did that, draw 4. Okay, you have to put 2 in order to use it. I'm like, well, that combos with this guy, Veluza. Attacks by this Pokemon cost 1 less for each Kofu discard. Kofu in your discard pile. So that's a free 110. Okay? If you can get 4. Remember, you're discarding off the top of your deck with Abomasnow. So I'm like, okay, there's a chance you're going to discard Kofus. Now, the card's not in here currently, but I probably will put 2 and 2. Same thing here. Crabominable. Again, attacks cost 1 less for each Kofu, so you can get a 250 off for 1 energy. But this is, when I'm testing, has seen a lot less play. It kind of hasn't been that useful because you can't use the attack the following turn. And it costs 3 to retreat, so it's kind of difficult to work with. But this card, a free 110, works very well. Okay? So our supporters and our items, we'll kick that off now. I'm missing a few things from the deck. Okay? There is a stadium that allows me to switch out my water Pokemon that I'm missing. And I'm missing energy recyclers and a few other things. But here's Kofus to start. We have Ultra Balls to get whatever we need. We have Mega Signals that get our EX Mega Evolution. Probably can cut that to 2. I use Dusk Balls. Okay, so the interesting thing about Dusk Ball and Kofu is Kofu returns 2 cards from your hand to the bottom of the deck. So if you return a Pokemon, you can just Dusk Ball right after, and get that Pokemon back that you just put at the bottom. Okay? Because Kofu doesn't require you to shuffle after you do that. Okay? To switch, could be cut to 1 or none with that Stadium. Once I get the Stadium, I'll probably just cut these. Okay. This card actually you need 4 of. I'm missing 3 Cypher Maniacs Code Breaking. It lets you take 2 cards from your deck and put it on top of your deck. So you're going to go get 2 more energy. So your Abomasnow at least is hitting for 200. Okay, this is guaranteed at least 200. I kind of wish there was another card that would come out that would let me do more than 2 cards, but that's probably too strong. So, 2 Pokegear because I want to hit some stuff. And I am, again, missing stuff. And here's the energies, okay? But it is such a fun deck to use. I was testing it out. It did pretty well. So I know there's things I need to add to it, and when I get them, I will, and I'll add it to the deck, and I'll give you guys an updated list after more testing. But I just wanted to at least get this idea out there. Okay, if you ever played Yu-Gi-Oh before, this actually reminds me of Light Sworns. Discard off the top of your deck. So I'm like, ooh, let's give this a try. And he's 350 for a stage 1. That's pretty good. I mean, it takes a lot to get rid of this guy. So he's a pain to get rid of. He's only weak to steel. And what decks run steel now? Goldengo's gone next rotation. So you have a really good shot. And you're taking out any fire decks, right? That's weak to water, anything weak to water. But anyway, so there's the deck for now. I will update when it's finished. Let me know what you think.